welcome to the Globetrotter. This vlog marks the start of part 2 of the Switzerland series. So, if you have not watched part 1 already, please go watch it in the description below. Part 2 will be covering ground or places like Engelberg and Lussane. So, without yapping too much, let's get part 2 started. Good morning viewers. It is now 10:27 am of the 6th of June 2025. From Zurich, now we'll be onward to Engelberg, another city in Switzerland, via Lucerne, another city, and Bern, the capital. We also might not be going to Bern. That's the case here. But anyways, without me yapping too much, let's continue our journey through the famous Switzerland. Welcome to Lucerne, folks. This is a city that's about 38 minutes away from Zurich, as far as I've seen. It does look very nice here, and for all the car enthusiasts out there, including me, there are a lot of supercars here. I saw so many supercars. The view is also as fantastic as the supercars. Look at this. Look at this. This looks amazing, doesn't it? I love this view a lot. If you can come here, then try to go to a bridge called Chapel Bridge, which also has a view as excellent as this. This is the Chapel Bridge, or in German, Kappelbrücke. It spans the River Reuss diagonally in the city of Lucerne. It is named after the nearby St. Peter's Chapel. This bridge is the oldest bridge that has a truss and is the oldest wooden covered bridge in Europe. Its interior is also very nice looking, and the view from here is astounding. This is St. Peter's Chapel, which has given the chapel bridge its name. It is the oldest church in Lucerne, and it has origins that trace back to the 12th century because it also had a predecessor. It is dedicated to Saint Peter, the patron saint of the fishermen, and was built from around 1742 to 1750 by the architect from Strasbourg, Jean Paul Sartre. Anyways, onward to Engelberg we go. Welcome to Engelberg, viewers. This is actually a city which is a bit colder than Zurich, so I'm perfectly fine here. I'm happy as well because the weather is actually very nice. Here you can find the famous Mount Titlis, which is probably one of the most famous mountains of Switzerland, or is the Santis. Let the debate commence. Anyways, this is our view from our Airbnb. Let me show you the inside of it though. This is our room. It is actually fairly spacious. Right after entering, we have a dining table, we have a TV, a small tea table, a sofa which has been extended to a bed, and a real bed. The veranda is also very nice. If you see here, it actually is a double door system, but one is blocked by the sofa, and it is actually a very nice arrangement of chairs as well as a table. It is now 12:15 am of the 7th of June 2025. Engelberg, the tiny village once bright, is now darker than seemingly my future. Okay, let's stop with the jokes. For dinner, I had a meal of home cooked Indian porridge and fried fritters of eggplant. They were both very good. So I would give them an 8.2 out of 10. Well, they are home cooked meals, so technically I can't rate them. Anyways, we have to go to sleep now because first of all it's very late, and second of all we are going to Mount Titlis, the most famous peak in Switzerland, or is Santis. let the debate continue. So, I wish you all a very fantastic good night. Good morning, viewers. It is now 9:32 a.m. of the 7th of June 2025. This morning, we have a few activities as we're going to go to Mount Titlis. So, without further ado, let us go to Switzerland's most famous mountain peak. We are now here in the Titlis cable car room or house or dock. And from here, the cable cars will be going upwards to the peak of Mount Titlis, from where we will be seeing a wonderful view and also be doing a few activities. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the ride with me to Switzerland's most famous mountain peak. Welcome to the Titlis Mountain Station, located 10,000 feet or 3,020 meters above sea level. This station consists of 5 levels, with this one being level 1. Level 5 is the ultimate terrace from where you can see the peak of Mount Titlis. There are some ongoing constructions, which are set to finish in 2029. So if you wish to come here a few years later, you might be lucky enough to see those constructions. Here is the board that refers to these constructions. Anyways, let's see what there is to do at the station. This is the Titlis Glacier Cave, which is a place that almost nobody goes to because it's very empty now. We walk along this tiny little tunnel and then we enter the main spot, which is this ice-filled tunnel. Oh my god, wow. Let's go ice skating. Whee! Okay, I'm just kidding. Don't go ice skating here because you'll fall. Let's see where ice skates that is. It's very nicely carved. You see the designs. Is that actual natural designs or is it artificial? I think it's natural. This should be artificial. Come on, you can't tell me that is not artificial. We go along. Whee! Oh, wow, what's this? Yum. Gin. I'm a minor, I can't have that. We continue down this tiny little tunnel, which is very dim as well. And then we enter this spot, Titlis, the peak to be. Yeah, that's true as far as I know. Then go through here, we have a snowflake throne. Wow, nice snowflake throne. Anyways, let's see what else we have to do. We are now on the terrace of the visitor center in Mount Titlis. It is pretty snowy here, even on the walking road. So I suggest you bring your gumboots if you have any, or just wear some good sneakers because that also helps. The view from here is absolutely amazing. I mean, just look at that view. If you can see it very nicely, that is. Wow. But always, every single view looks better in person. This is the Titlis Tower, which is set to open in 2026. So, if you're planning to come to Switzerland soon and also Mount Titlis, you can get the experience of the Titlis Tower. Nevertheless, in 2025, this place is still amazing. Just look at the ski lifts over there. Nice ski lifts actually. But I don't know how to ski, so I'm not going to be going on the ski lifts anytime soon. Since we are departing from Mount Titlis, let me tell you how we came here at first. We first boarded a cable car from the ground of Engelberg. Then we came to a temporary stop where people can also go, but it is not actual Titlis. So you take a second cable car from that stop to Mount Titlis. And then from Mount Titlis stop, you take an ice flyer or a big rotating type of gondola to the absolute top of the station from where you can see the peak. Overall, my experience here is a 9.9 out of 10. It was fantastic. Like, I loved every single part of this journey and I wish I could come here again and again. But sadly, we can't. So, we'll see you at home. It is now 9:33 p.m. of the 7th of June 2025. My family ate a dinner of home-cooked pasta cooked by me. And obviously it was good, but due to the lack of tomato sauce, like the real tomato sauce, there was not much of it. It wasn't that great, like actual Italian level, not that much. But now, tomorrow, we have a schedule that is fully packed because we have to wake up very, very early. The earlier the better. Because tomorrow, we are going to another area called Lussane. So for now, I wish you good night. Good morning, viewers. It is now 8:49 a.m. of the 8th of June 2025. From Engelberg, we are going to continue to Bern, which is the capital of Switzerland and also rests upon the river Aare. From there, we are going to go onwards to Lausanne, another place in Switzerland not to be confused with Lucerne. So anyways, let's continue our journey through this famous Switzerland. Welcome to the cobblestone road network in Bern, Switzerland. This is just a number of cobblestone roads surrounded by 18th century medieval looking European houses, which is basically the reason why people come to visit this place. There are many things to do here, such as eat at nice restaurants and then buy luxury jewelry, watches, clothing items from the various shops, and also go to museums. There are one or two museums I've seen here. You can also buy nice souvenirs. There is a big tower clock over here. You can see it does look very nice. This is the Einstein house, where the legendary Albert Einstein used to live, but not for long actually. This is where, when he used to live here, write the theory of relativity. I think here most of it, not all of it, but it's also a cool place. Now it has been turned into a cafe, and there's also a souvenir shop that follows. This is the bridge of the cobblestone road network, and from here the view is actually amazing. You can see another clock tower over here, and you can see the river Are, which is beside a couple of small villages. Anyways, let's go to Lucerne fast because it's raining a lot and my camera will get wet. Welcome to Lake Lehmann in Lucerne, Switzerland. This place is filled to the brim with boats, as you can see over there. Because boating here is very much a common thing to do. But for us, it would be very expensive, so we're not going there. This place also has a carousel and a restaurant. No, I mean a stall, a food stall. Restaurants are different, they're bigger. As you can see here, that side is actually France, which does not look like much. And these are the mountains of France. You cross this lake, you get into France, and if you're not valid, you get shot. That's what I think happens. We're going somewhere else. Let's go there. Welcome to the hotel, folks. As you may know, this is a luxury hotel brand, and over here it's no different because at first sight we have a revolving door, which is the sign of luxury. I love this so much. Inside we just have a small little lobby, which doesn't look bad. It looks pretty nice actually. Over here we also have, I think, which is free, a little drink. Anyways, let's go see our rooms. This is our room. Room number 340. Inside, it is not that big, but also not that small. We have a hanger, well, a hanger closet actually, a mirror, which we will avoid, a, a coffee maker, very evident, a safe, a small fridge, and a real bed, a sofa cum bed, the window with a view, not that bad actually. Then we have the TV, a small desk, and then the bathroom, which has a mirror, a shower closet, and then the toilet, which is why, I don't know why it's different, but here it is. It is now 11:53 p.m. of the 8th of June 2025. Apart from resting at the hotel, we have done nothing much. But there's also a small lake at a place called Montillon where you can go to. We went there as well. The lake was very nice. But now we have to go to sleep because tomorrow our day is again jam packed as per usual. This vlog marks the end of part 2 of the Switzerland series, which means that we have completed half our journey. So I wish to all of you good night.